Hello, Melissa Sterling here, and I'm going to share with you a very personal, private message that I received this morning because I believe it addresses a concern that is becoming far too common in both our own lives and in the lives of people that we love and care about. I found out yesterday I have cancer. No, I haven't said anything to my family yet, just my boss and my spouse. I want to get more details from the doctor before I cross that bridge. I have some questions. They're nutrition based. Any recommendations aside from lemons and vitamin D? I'm up to 3,000 units per day of vitamin D and have fresh lemons in everything. I've cut the coffee to 2 cups max and I'm trying apple cider vinegar. Stress isn't helping, but I'm exercising regularly and doing what I can think of. Can you help me add what may be missing? I know that I'm definitely looking at surgery with a possibility of radiation. It's a lot to drop on your plate. I know. I appreciate your help. First of all, my heart absolutely goes out to this person. That is not the news that anybody wants to get, especially when they're, young and vibrant and they thought healthy. First of all, got the right attitude. What can I do to make my situation better? This is where I'm starting. What can I do? Perfect attitude. Secondly, vitamin D and lemons, 2 of my absolute favorite daily must-haves. Vitamin D, people I know take anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000 units per day. I personally take 5,000, and you're gonna take what's best for you. You can get your vitamin D levels checked from your family doctor. It's a quick test. Find out where your levels are at and then decide how many you want to take. None of us in Canada, scientifically proven, get enough vitamin D. So I already know you're not getting enough. You want to do something good for your health. Vitamin D3, liquid vitamin D3, and you'll figure out the doses that is right for you. Secondly, lemons. Wow, I love lemons. And so does your liver. You know who doesn't like lemons? Cancer. Cancer does not like lemons. Cancer does not like foods that go into our body that form an alkaline environment. Okay? So why is the environment within your body important to cancer? Well, let's figure out what cancer is. Cancer is when healthy cells that are, typically generating and making copies of themselves to make new, fresh, healthy cells become damaged. These damaged cells mutate and, a lot of the time they die and get flushed out through the body. Sometimes they don't. These mutated cells start to multiply, and that turns into cancer. It's bad cells, changed gene expression, multiplying and creating havoc for fresh, healthy cells, and they take over. They fill their own space, and then they take over into neighboring tissues and organs, and it's not good for anybody. So definitely lemons, you're doing the right thing. Exercise, yes, exercise. Stress, you're right, stress isn't good for anyone. So how can we look at these things as a benefit? Well, right now, you may or may not have cancer. What are the 2 options? If you do have cancer, also 2 options. You may or may not know about it. All of us have cancer cells in our body, and for most of us, we're fortunate that they're not turned on, meaning they're not multiplying. Now, what happens when those cancer cells get turned on? Like I said, they can take over. Now, every website you look on, every pamphlet you look on, everybody is talking about cancer prevention and cancer treatments and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was thinking to myself, how can I look at cancer differently? How can I look at cancer in a way that's going to allow me to be led down a thought process that will help me automatically prevent cancer? So I started thinking about, what does cancer like? Okay? So if I'm a landlord and I rent out apartments and I want to attract cancer as my tenant, how will I furnish that apartment? Well, like I said, cancer doesn't like alkaline, they like acidic. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of acidic things in this environment. What are acidic things? Coffee, pop, sugar substitutes, bad, nasty fried foods, a lot of sweets and milk chocolate and all those kinds of treats. A lot of processed, packaged, chemical-full food is acidic. So we're going to put all that acidic stuff into this apartment because that's going to create an environment that cancer will want to live in and will not only live in, but thrive in. Okay, so we've got the acidic environment down. Next, what do we need to attract cancer? Well, we need toxins. We need toxins to attract cancer. So let's smoke a lot of cigarettes and cigars and really fume up the place to get lots of toxins, because we definitely need toxins if we're going to want to attract cancer. What else can we attract? Oh, preservatives and chemicals. Where are we going to find those? Pretty much in any processed food type product, okay? There's preservatives, there's chemicals, and there's substitutes for everything under the sun. Those are definitely going to go in an environment if we're trying to attract cancer. What else goes into our environment? We've got acidic things, we've got toxic, smoke and fumes, we've got preservatives, chemicals. Oh, also a good place to get toxins, body lotion and hair dye. Okay? If you're creating an environment for cancer, you're going to want to slather those fragrant creams with all sorts of parabens all over your body. In fact, especially before you go out into the sun, slather that SPF all over you. It's definitely going to attract cancer. What else? Stress. Oh yes. Make sure your life is stressful. This needs to be a stressful environment because stress helps cancer. It helps create the environment for cancer. What am I missing? Oh, the biggest one, sugar. Basic refined sugar. That's basically an invitation for cancer. Hey, come on over here. This is the right environment for you. How do I know? Well, stress and sugar and smoke and toxins and preservatives and chemicals and anything acidic creates a wonderful environment for cancer to thrive in. Now, how do we get around that? Well, like in the note I got, coffee was, reduced to 2 cups a day. Well, that's in moderation, that's good. Coffee first thing in the morning in the body, not so good. Oh, how can we get our morning coffee but not let it be first thing in the morning? I have 2 solutions for you. Number 1, apple cider vinegar. Number 2, lemon water. Okay? Both of these contribute to an alkalinizing environment. That's having a body chemistry or an environment that has a pH that is alkaline. We want an alkaline environment. Nothing can grow in alkaline environments that you don't want. No pain, no disease, no aches. Alkaline environment, pain-free, ache-free, disease-free. Acidic environment, oh, well, you may as well send out party invitations to Cancer and all his friends because they're going to be hanging out in that environment. It's fertilizer for disease and aches and pains. It just is. Okay, so, right, back to the coffee. So we're going to cut our coffee down, whatever that is for you. I know that it's just terrible to have to think about cutting down coffee. I used to visit the local latte shop at least once a day, sometimes twice, and I was all over those caramel ones with, all sorts of wonderful treats. And I learned about, all the sugar and the coffee and that kind of stuff, and so I started doing it more like every other day, and I was down to once a week. Now it's a real treat. Ask my friends. I actually love going out to a latte shop because when I get out, it's like once a month, and it's such a treat for me, and I savor it. But it's a curse. When you know better, you do better. So I'm no longer I no longer have a daily trip to the coffee shop. I drink lemon water and regular water and herbal tea, which is it sounds strange coming out of my mouth that I drink herbal tea. I think maybe I've turned into my mother, but that's what I drink, and I love it. I enjoy it because I know that it's good for my body and it's creating the right environment within my biochemistry to keep me vital and energetic and healthy, and that's what I want. So what else? Okay, so we've cut down the coffee. We've added apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, how much should you take? Well, everyone will tell you something different. I will recommend 2 to 3 tablespoons daily. This has a host of benefits. It's so amazing for you. I think there's 2 basic reasons why I don't hear more people talking about it. Number 1, it tastes awful. Number 2, it's cheap. Okay? If I was selling you apple cider vinegar, I wouldn't be making any money. You can buy like a liter of this stuff for less than $10, and it's gonna last you for months because you're gonna start out taking a teaspoon per day. Teaspoon a day, 2 teaspoons a day, 3 teaspoons a day, work yourself up to, 2 or 3 tablespoons. Your body's gonna tell you what's right or not. But start with a little bit because it's a little bit hard to take, but the benefits are worth it. Ask anybody you know that's taken apple cider vinegar consistently for 2 to 3 weeks. They will have benefits. They will have lost weight, they will have clearer skin, they will just feel more energetic, they'll have better sleeps, and there's a lot of things going on that is benefiting that you can't tell right away. Just do it. Lemon water, we've already gone over that. Okay, so stress reduction. Wow. Couldn't we all do with a little stress reduction? In our world, we live a convenient lifestyle, and we work harder so that we can maintain and pay for our convenient lifestyle. And as we're doing that, we're losing touch with the people that we really care about. We're not as connected to things that are important to us. And in the convenience, we're losing the nutrition out of the food that we're supposed to be eating and substituting in food type products with not a lot of nutrition that basically deteriorate our health or contribute to the deterioration of our health. That's going to leave us fat and sick and almost dead. So we've got the vitamin D, we've got the alkaline. What else can you do that's alkaline? Well, alkaline vegetables, minerals. Look it up online. Look up alkaline and acidic. Look up the food lists and eat more of the alkaline, okay? At first, it's going to seem difficult. It really, really is. But just do it. We need this alkaline environment in our body to thrive. Okay, so at the end of my story, what do I think? Well, and I've always thought that stress causes cancer. The more that I learned about health and nutrition, I started believing that, sugar causes cancer. And now I think that sugar plus stress equals cancer. But you can add all kinds of other things in there too. Toxins, preservatives, chemicals, basically anything that contributes to an acidic environment, which is bad for you, bad for your energy, bad for your organs, bad for your vitality, and really good for cancer. So, let's do this. I know it's difficult to switch a lifestyle overnight. However, if I could offer you one suggestion, become more aware and mindful of what you're putting into your body, and think about what category it goes in. For myself personally, I use 2 categories: nourish my body and entertain my taste buds. Okay? Most often, foods are going to fit into one of those categories. Good for you, foods that nourish your body. Bad for you, foods that just entertain your taste buds. Now, of course, there are foods that are going to fit into both categories, like sweet potatoes, okay? Those are good for your taste buds, and they're also nourishing your body. But the large majority of things that taste really, really awesome are not that good for us. And as you become more aware and in line and in balance with how your body is feeling over these foods, you will be able to change the way that you eat, a little bit at a time. So, that's it. Don't change what you're doing, just change the way you think about it. When your food is going from your hand to your mouth, you're thinking, is this going in category nourish my body, or is this going into category entertain my taste buds? And I'm going to check in with you, and I want you to check in with me, and let's discover this together so that we can all live in a better, healthier world, more connected with people that we love and care about, and when we get to the place that we've worked so hard to go to, still have the energy to enjoy it. Again, my name is Melissa Sterling, and thank you for watching.